Mr. Boudreau, let me start with you. Are you aware that there is currently a strike going on nationwide by auto workers in this country?
I'm aware of the auto workers strike. Yeah.
So I just returned from my home state of Missouri. We're in Wentzville, Missouri. That's right outside St. Louis. About 4,000 workers are striking. I was on the picket line with them on Monday, talking to them about their concerns, what it is they hope for their future. I talked to folks who were as young as 20 and had been there for a couple of months, and folks who had been there for 40 years and were nearing retirement. And one thing I heard consistently is they're worried about the future of their jobs. You know, the younger workers, is there going to be auto working jobs in this country after this administration finishes forcing the auto industry into an electric vehicle production that is made predominantly overseas? I'm sure you know where most electric vehicles are made in the world.
It is an enormous priority for the administration, part of the reason why the president himself joined auto workers in the strike to demand.
Where are 54% of electric vehicles made globally?
The entire point of
where are 54% of electric vehicles made globally?
The whole point is.
No, I'm asking you a question. Where are 54% of electric vehicles made globally?
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't know about that number. I know that
the answer is China. Where is the critical? Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Where is 73% of cobalt refining? Where does it take place globally?
Overseas.
Where specifically?
Probably China.
Yeah, China. Where is most cobalt mining performed? Who owns most of the cobalt mines in the world?
Probably most of that sourcing is in Africa.
China has the majority. 77% of electric vehicle cathodes are made in China. 92% of anodes are made in China. 66% of battery cells are assembled in China. The New York Times recently did a report on this. The New York Times, not a notably right-wing publication, that said, can the world make an electric car battery without China? Their conclusion, the only winner so far is China. My question is, why would we want to make our auto industry dependent on supply chains in China? Why is that a good idea?
Do mining in a responsible way that also reconciles with...
In a responsible way. First of all, answer my question. Why did you close the Twin Metals mine?
Because of the threat to the Boundary Waters, which is one of the largest economic drivers in Minnesota.
So you think that we shouldn't have critical supply chains in the United States, jobs, good-paying jobs with labor protections in the United States?
Not at the expense of one of the richest fisheries in the United States and the world, such as in Alaska and the Pebble Mine. Not at the
Twin Metals mine isn't in Alaska. It's in Minnesota. It's 225,000 acres in Minnesota.
Correct. And my point is, as we look to accelerate the development of domestic critical mineral mining, we have to do it in a way that does not conflict with and deplete other important aspects of the economy. In northern Minnesota, that includes the recreation economy and the Boundary Waters.
Good afternoon, friends. Check deposits are being made in more states. New checks worth thousands of dollars are being sent out to eligible Americans. But some officials have pointed out that these recurring relief payments could begin to be reduced. The Biden administration and congressional lawmakers are also having discussions on government spending cuts. My dearest friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the new details. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. I will be announcing several winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Nearly every Alaskan will receive a $1,312 check starting this week. It is their annual share from the earnings of the state's oil fund. Some Alaska residents use the money for extras, like vacations, but others, especially in high-cost rural Alaska, where jobs and housing are limited, rely on it for home heating fuel or snow machines that are critical for transportation. Squabbling over the oil check size has resulted in many stalled negotiations, and a Senate proposal aimed at resolving the dividend debate this year fizzled with no agreement as Alaska struggles to attract workers and stem a years-long trend of people moving away. Some residents are wondering how the dividend fits into the future of a state with no personal income tax or statewide sales tax. This year, the state legislature approved a one-time $175 million funding boost for schools in response to pleas from the administrators who said they were being forced to cut programs or increase class sizes. But Republican Governor Mike Dunleavy cut the funding in half. Republican House Speaker Kathy Tilton said, "Adequately funding education is important, but so is ensuring that money is being used most effectively in classrooms." She said she thought the governor's veto reflected that. Residents have received a check known as a permanent fund dividend since 1982, roughly 6 years after voters in the early days of oil development in Alaska created the permanent fund to preserve some of the oil wealth for future generations. The Senate advance proposal this year called for designating 75% of oil fund earnings draws to government and 25% to dividend checks, and bumping that to 50-50 split if Alaska generated an additional $1.3 billion in new recurring revenue and hit a savings target. Dear friends, what are your thoughts about permanent fund dividends? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Upon assuming office in January 2021, President Biden aimed to alleviate the economic crisis stemming from the crisis. The Biden administration, in tandem with congressional Democrats and the Federal Reserve's approval, chose to sustain elevated government expenditures. Rather than restoring spending to pre-crisis levels, the continued high government spending, combined with the Federal Reserve maintaining low interest rates, led to an unprecedented surge in inflation. Prices for various consumer goods, including essentials like eggs and milk, as well as fuel, had soared. In response to the spiraling inflation, the Federal Reserve implemented a significant increase in interest rates in 2022, a policy persisting into 2023. Currently, the Biden administration and Congress maintain government spending at levels well above those preceding the crisis. While these measures have curtailed the inflation rate, the reduction has not been sufficient to reverse the surge in prices. Consumer goods, services, rent, and housing prices persistently remain higher than pre-crisis levels. The scarcity of available money, resulting from the Federal Reserve's policies and the inflationary spending of the Biden administration, has created a dire predicament for American families. A growing number of individuals are depleting their savings and accumulating debt to meet basic living expenses, such as food, utilities, and housing. Federal Reserve survey data indicates that the bottom 80% of income earners, encompassing the majority of Americans, now possess lower real household savings than pre-crisis levels. Top income earners are projected to see their savings fall below 2020 levels within the next 12 months. This combination of rising prices, increased government spending and debt, and diminished household savings encapsulates the current state of the economy under Bidenomics. Overall, according to many lawmakers, measures need to be taken to reduce spending. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about Bidenomics? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and most awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed day.